1 year now, and with my message, I noticed you moved the half-empty Red Bull can.
Yes, I did. I did get rid of that. If you had to choose, people, which civilization would you choose here? Game 7, $150 will go to the winner, and $50 will go to the loser. John Slow is playing as the Chinese, and we have Dark Noob playing as the Mongols. Oh, man. I mean, the post-in potential for Mongols is greater than Chinese because of Siege Onager and Mangadai. It's really tough for any civilization to deal with that. But Chinese, overall, I'd say they're stronger. You start with more villagers, you can work with that. You have cheaper technologies, you can work with that. It's so easy for you to do things with Chinese, and you have so many options. But I'll tell you how John Slow tends to play Arena, and you guys have seen it if you've been watching today. And I'll then tell you exactly what I think John Slow is going to do. I think John Slow is going to go for some type of a fast imp forward castle play again. Because when you're playing against Mongols, you need to take their castles out. He will at some point try and get a forward castle drop in and win the game by trebbing down the Mongol castles. And then if that happens, I'm not sure what Dark Noob can do to beat Chinese. Now, the problem is John Slow always does it with lowish eco or weakish eco compared to most players. So if I'm thinking of dream scenarios of games that will be on YouTube and have millions and millions of views, this is what it would be. At some point, John Slow gets a forward castle, but less economy, okay? He trebs down Dark Noob's castles, or castle. Dark Noob has more economy, and Dark Noob goes for speedy siege ramps and just goes choo-choo, takes out the castle, takes out the walls, wins the game. That would be my dream scenario. But yeah, we'll find out. Let me just blow my nose real quick because I'm allergic to amazing games. Yeah. Okay. We're all good. But it's interesting because half the people in chat said Mongols and half said Chinese. I personally, I think I would choose Chinese. It's really tough though. If I chose Mongols, I would feel very uneasy about the overall situation if I couldn't win with Mangadai. Chinese have more good things going for them, so it's hard for me to say. Okay, did John Slow get Loom? He did get Loom. Yeah, because you can't create villas at the start with Chinese, so I was curious if he researched Loom at that time. Sometimes you want to save the gold on Arena, but I think that's fair. If they're playing standard, we'll probably see some form of scouts as they fast castle, so we still have time for that. But boom, Relic. Boom, Relic. Very close to John Slow. I thought they said that they made Relic positions fair on DE Arena. This does not look fair at all. Has this been an issue recently with Arena? It doesn't seem very balanced. If they're just doing the DE version of Arena, I'm kind of surprised that it's this imbalanced. Right. I mean, there's one relic that's closer to Dark Noob. And then you have 4 relics which seem closer to John Slow. That's pretty wild. Whatever. We'll see what happens. We'll find out soon. So, I guess a friendly reminder that twice in this series, John Slow has been able to start that relic countdown. We are making it possible to win with relic victory, which means if you get all 5 relics, there's a 200-year countdown. If you hold them till 0, you win the game. We have not seen someone actually win the game based on relics. One was close, and wait a second. Is this a really fast uptime to go FC? Or is this a... Okay, no, this is going to be fast castle into Mangadai for Dark Noob. I was curious why he was on stone this early. Chinese do have the Great Wall tech that someone mentioned that gives more HP to your walls and towers. I highly doubt we will see that tech. It's a good question because you do start with walls, so you might think that that would be useful, but walls are useful for a time. We probably won't see more walling later, so it's a very nice tech. I like it because You don't see it a lot, but in some situations it can be very helpful. Certainly in post-stim situations, if you do have a lot of towers and walls. Let's say it's a 4v4 team game, you might want your Chinese player to wall. That way they can make the great wall. Spirit of the Law recommends to make a second layer. Of stone walls? I hope not. I would not suggest that at all. Interesting that John Slow is going to stone. 27 pop. He's going to stone while he's on his way. That's weird. I get it with Mongols, but I don't think you necessarily want to get into Chukunu in this matchup. There's no way he can fast imp it, right? I talked about the forward castle. I just didn't think that we would see a fast imp situation. Maybe he'll go forward castle drop, which is extremely risky, and try and get to imp faster. I did say imp faster with less economy. I just didn't expect it to be 1 TC. Fast Imperial Wonder victory. That's possible as well, yeah. Oh, he said that a second layer of regular walls is better than Great Wall. Gotcha. Yeah, but that's such a tough statement to take to heart, right? Because it depends on how much walling there is. So if you're walling the whole map, that's that's a ton of stone that you have to spend. Not to mention the villager time too. So that's kind of, it really does depend. He probably gave an example of where it's better and a certain amount of tiles of where it's better, but anyways, I think the big thing would be walls in post-sim situations in big team games.
Great casting, man. This best of 7 arena fest is a true test for a caster.
He said specifically for arena. Yeah. But again, you guys got to realize this is why it's tough for me as a caster, right? Because I want to explain all the specifics and why it depends. And then if someone ever makes a video that says this thing is better than this or this thing is worse than that, you can't necessarily say that for all situations, right? Not that he did that in that instance. But even on arena, the amount of stone walls and the length of it is different. And also, you should never make a second layer of stone walls on arena anyways. All right, so Dark Noob on stone. Very fast uptime. And Dark Noob's going to go forward. Ooh. Okay. But I thought John Slow was going to do that. Wait a second. Okay, I can tell you what John Slow wants to do. John Slow wants to make a stable, or maybe make a barracks for spearmen to protect his villagers. He is not expecting there to be villagers out here. He wants to protect his villagers as he runs forward. Game 7. And here they go. Did Dark Noob see that? Dark Noob does have the Mongol scouting bonus. Does he see anything here? They don't see each other. You can't make it up. If this villager sees the house, she's the MVP. She sees the house. Okay. What do you do? What do you even do in this instance? Do you just drop a castle here yourself? Oh, you tower it, of course. So just passing, everything's on the line. We have a tower from John Slow. This is what Dark Noob can see. You can see the towers going up. It's very possible this gets denied. This will be a double tower situation. If this gets denied, it's GG. If it doesn't get denied, it's probably GG. Oh, it's going to be so close. Just look at the percentage of the castle. I think it goes up with 1 villager remaining. No, it goes up more than that. Oh, man. What was I talking about? There's 5 villagers remaining. And now John Slow can't make a castle at home. Look at this economy. He's had 0 on food. He pulled everything forward. Villagers will go down. Oh, man, that castle. Does that have ballistics or something? That was ridiculous. And now the Mangadai are here. Oh, great work from Dark Noob. This is GG. So Dark Noob with some much-needed revenge after the Relic shenanigans earlier. And now we have a castle for John Slow. who actually is ahead in villagers, but that probably will not be the case after this Mangadai has something to say about it. The other thing is you don't want to save your vills because the Mangadai could sit in the gate. Yeah, so you have to... Okay, the scout's doing fine now. Yeah, now you can run back. Big difference here is that Dark Noob has had some food economy. So Dark Noob has been able to create villagers too. So villagers are queued, whereas John Slow didn't have food economy to create vills. So John Slow ends up 3 villagers behind. And actually lost one there building his own castle. Phew. You know what I wish would have happened there? I wish that John Slow would have not seen that and just dropped his own castle here. We have Chukunu attacking one player. We have Mangadai attacking the other player with 0 defense. That would have been ridiculous. And we wouldn't do a chill show match. There's so many people who can be so aggressive in Twitch chat. For no reason. Ah! Woo, 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 woo! As if it couldn't get worse for John Slow. Rip, the tiger kills the villager. Well, we'll see Rams here. This is good to take that out. Dark Noob. He's got Mangadai, and Mangadai do have a bonus against Siege, but against 4 or 5 Rams would struggle. So I think your own Siege Workshop would make sense. What's the plan here? Why are these villagers chopping these trees? Because they want to die? Okay, that's fine. And yeah, a few Chukunu on the way. Rams will probably be on the way, and John Slow will try and take that out. Now, John Slow could ram that down. We actually have a little castle war here with both players having units inside of their TC, or not their TCs, their castles. What's fascinating about this is Dark Noob is going for what I think is a fast imp because he's not on stone for any second town centers yet. He's saving up a lot of food. If he tries to fast imp to go for Trebs, but then his castle gets rammed down, that could be brutal. He does not see the Siege Workshop. He might not even expect the Siege Workshop, though I think he should. I would have gone for... Well, never mind. It's unfair for me to say what I would do in this situation because I would never, ever go for a castle drop like this with Mongols. But I think it would make sense to go for a Siege Workshop instead of a monastery in the middle of the map. And just have a Magano or 2 attacking the walls, and then you have them if you need it against any Rams. The Chukunu have Bodkin Arrow now, and the Chukunu are actually doing work. This is the power of Chinese having a better mid game with the cheaper techs and all that. Dark Noob may be going for the relics. This one will be hard to snag, but if you do pick up a relic with a monk, you can eject the monk into the castle. So you could go into the castle, out of the castle, boop, into the castle, and back out the other side. I think that should be easy enough if you're paying attention to it. But Dark Noob is definitely going for fast imp. And John Slow is going for a counter to that. 5 Rams is the magic number. If you're ever in this situation, you want almost a guarantee you're going to take out an enemy castle. 5 Rams is the magic number. Monk should go for a conversion. I think Dark Noob's going for the wrong play. But it's funny because that is what John Slow would probably do. So I think he's going fast imp expecting it. Oh my god, we also have a siege tower coming out of the Siege Workshop. Is he going to try and siege tower counterattack his Chukunu over? You can fit 10 Chukunu in a siege tower. He has exactly 10. So he can ram this down and then go for a crazy counterattack with the Chukunu. This could be insane. But he has to ram this down before Dark Noob gets upgrades. He also could just send the Chukunu underneath the castle to defend the Rams. This is what Dark Noob can see. He sees the siege tower. He sees the Rams. There's no Siege Workshop. There's a lot of Mangadai there, though. Mangadai do have a bonus for siege. There's no murder holes! What a play from John Slow. Just sit underneath the castle. And if you sit underneath the castle, it can't hit you. And so it wasn't a counterattack. It's just to take out the castle. And John Slow, after the failed castle denial earlier, has this beautiful siege tower play, and it might just win him the game. The siege tower goes down, but what does that matter? Wow. A masterclass play from John Slow, and I thought he was dead after losing those villagers. So he takes out the Vills. He still has 10 Chukunu. And now Dark Noob has 5 military units, and he was planning on going Mangadai, and he has 0 castles. I mean, he could go for Bracer and micro his heart out. But Mangadai requires so many upgrades to be strong, and now well, he's in Imp, and he's going to have to continue to try here. And now these relics. Oh! What if John Slow just gets all the relics now and gets relic victory? 1, 2, 3. There's nothing really to stop John Slow from getting those relics unless Dark Noob uses the Mangadai to snipe the monks. Wow. I just love how we had the relic victory drama, and then it continues to be a talking point. I love relic victory, man. Wait a second. I'm missing a relic. Oh, no, never mind. There's one here, one here, one here, and there's 2 that were in that monastery. There's a new siege tower. The thing is, John Slow needs to boom here. You have to go for TCs. Add a second TC at least, I'd say. That way, if the Imperial Age units do end up being an issue for you, you at least have more eco. Here he goes. He'll use the siege tower, even though he doesn't really need it because he has rams. Dark Noob has a Mangonel. Let's see what his micro is like. Good micro from John Slow there. And he loses units. But it ends up being okay. Bracer not even in for Dark Noob. And Dark Noob is actually adding town centers. I think John Slow could lose this. His units can't get out. Take out the siege tower. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Take out the siege tower. It can never be used again. What a wacky game, man. This is wild. I like Dark Noob versus John Slow in Arena because they're very high level for Arena. They have great strategy choices, but also it's a weird mix of they make enough small mistakes where it's not super punishing all the time. You know, whereas if you look at top 5 players on Arena, and I'm not talking about the Arena clowns, but let's say we have Viper Tato on Arena, every mistake you make is super punishing, and the game could just be over in some instances. Right, so 2 siege workshops for Dark Noob. Dark Noob has 42 villagers. John Slow has 38. We'll see if John Slow will focus on getting those relics. Again, you can win with relic victory. It'd be so interesting to see someone in Castle Age win with relic victory against someone in the Imperial Age. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I mean, I've only seen relic victory a handful of times anyways. Siege Workshop does go down. But seriously, you've got to have more than just 5 farms at this stage. John Slow, he's doing a good job, though, of producing siege and producing Chukunu. He's non-stop Chukunu numbers. For now, he's just brought the monk forward to heal. But for 30 minutes, it's 55 pop versus 52. Is this not incredible? I love it. Ooh. John Slow, I don't think you can justify microing against 3 Mangonels. Oh, man. Here, Dark Noob, you need to fire at different times. Instead of volleying in the same area with all 3, if you can, click the left side with one, middle with the other, and right side with the other. And then you should get big connections. Also, if they fire at different times, not even different locations, it could be good. And Dark Noob picking off reinforcements of the Chukunu, and John Slow just picked up on that. The reason you don't see Chukunu as frequently these days is just because Chinese can do everything. But I still think in a lot of situations going for Chukunu Whoa, how did this happen? How did this happen? Uh-oh. Well, actually, the Scorpion will get a lot of kills here, I think. Okay. That was really well done from John Slow. I think Dark Noob had a misplay and misclicked his units. But to get back to your point, Chukunu still should be the meta in many situations on Arabia. Here comes John Slow, who I believe wants to drop a forward castle. Dark Noob is making a defensive castle and will have a Mangonel. I think John Slow is going to lose this game. After everything. Because Dark Noob has the economy and Dark Noob's an imp. It should have been Dark Noob's an imp with less economy. I still have the relics to think about, and I know you guys want to see that. But building a forward castle on someone who's an imp is just asking for trouble. Honestly, I just let it go up if you're Dark Noob. Did John Slow spot that? Why is he backing up all of a sudden? Did he just think twice about it? Interesting. Oh, he's going to drop it over here. Now, that's a little bit different because the Trebs have to be out here and protected to Treb that down. That's a good castle.
Happy New Year, T90 smile.
I think he spotted the villagers building there for a split second. But it just doesn't make any sense, scouting information or no scouting information, to drop it there. So 26 military versus 7. Come on, John Slow, get the freaking relics, man. It'd be so funny. Oh, he's trying to. And Dark Noob again. He's done this so many times. Boop. Like, oh, I can't produce more Mangadai? No worries. I'll just use the ones I do have effectively. And, wow. Speaking of effective, the Chukanu have done a good job. So John Slow's been 1 TC for a while. You can tell he hasn't paid close attention to where he's sending his villagers. Now, to be fair to him, they must have just mined through the stone. But he's been sending the vills to that stone for a long time, and now he's just going to find gold. Yep, he's going to go to gold now. So he has the forward stone.
Resolution?
My New Year's resolution. Better sleep schedule, be overall healthier, and have less 0 days. Meaning, I explained this on stream the other day, but big thing I want to work on in 2021 is have less days where I'm, geez, I apparently have to explain this whole thing again. So a 0 day, in my opinion, is where I do nothing in every aspect of my life. So I'm okay with, you know, everyone needs days where they eat junk food. Everyone needs days where they do nothing work-related or house-related. Everyone needs those days. But I want to have less days where that's all 3 at once and have a mix. You know what I mean? Because it's not an all or nothing mindset, which can get me into trouble where I have to be perfect. And if I'm not perfect, then I get upset, blah, 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 blah. So that's pretty much what I mean by that. 0 days of my self-care days? No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's just my... I think my definition of 0 days is kind of hard to explain as well, right? It's not necessarily about what's done or what isn't done. It's about how I feel, too. So... Onager's about to complete. And there will be a single trebuchet for Dark Noob, who really needs to work. Yeah, look, Dark Noob wants to work on getting these relics. If you get one of them, then John Slow can't win with relic victory. But you can tell that John Slow is so focused on the fights and massing Chukanu and winning the game that way that he's not getting the relics. Okay. Thank you, Gregnak, for 27. But I also, I don't know, it's not necessarily a New Year's resolution, but I have things I want to work on when it comes to the content this year as well. And I think I'll choose to keep that stuff to myself, to be honest. Obviously, I went Hidden Cup 4 to be bigger than Hidden Cup 3, yada yada, but there's some things that I want to do better on. There's always things to improve. So Dark Noob has 27 on food. John Slow has 6. So yeah, we kind of got to where I said we were going to go when I mentioned it in Dark Age. I said forward castle for John Slow. He wants to force a Treb war. A lot of other stuff happened, but we are here. John Slow with weaker eco will go for Trebs. Why not macro behind this? Because you have to play... See, he's putting all of his resources into upgrades, right? So you might think, oh, he's just not doing anything. But he has 34 military full upgrades in defense and attack at this point. And he has 2 castles to make trebs. So it's not that John Slow can't have 3 TCs behind this. It's because if you invest into 2 and 3 TCs, there's no way you have this many Chukunu, this many upgrades. I think he should have gone 2 TC. Like, less Chukunu, 2 TC initially. But at this point, you're committed. You're just freaking committed. And Onager, no! John Slow! Surprise, buddy! I love how patient Dark Noob was with that. Dark Noob saw the score, which does tell you a lot. Felt like, I have more eco. Let's wait. We know his style. This is what he's going to do. Let's not show him a single Trebuchet or a single Onager until the time comes. And now it's John Slow, the person who's behind an eco on the back foot. And expect everything to die here. There's no way. He has to micro it to have a chance in this game. There's no way. He's doing the right thing to try. Because if the Chukunu don't do it, nothing does it. That's probably one of the best spots to sit in. But the Chukunu go down. And there's no Relic victory possible for John Slow. I think Dark Noob snagged one of those. And Dark Noob, after everything, will be able to do anything at this point and win the game, right? He's got 103 villagers. It's 42 for John Slow. Think if John Slow goes for the second TC, if he macros initially in Castle Age, then at this point it would be a stronger position for him. He would have been to Imperial Age faster and healthier, but I appreciate the fact he committed to 1 TC once he was too far gone, but I think that not switching to the town centers after ramming this down was the mistake. Dark Noob has quietly boomed up to 105 villagers. Okay, he's got a ridiculous eco to work with. And can make Mangadai now. And get those Mangadai upgrades. Could go for Hussar if he needs something else. And whoa! A wonder! John Slow's building a wonder! Because you can win with wonder victory too. I actually heard a noise. And I looked outside my window because I thought it was a car horn. But I think that was the wonder noise. But dude, you can't even. It takes so long to build a wonder. And then he built it up against the wood line so he can't wrap around and build it with the other villagers. Well, he knows it's over, right? He 100% knows it's over. He just wants to troll, right? He's just doing this for the lulz. He knows the viewers are watching. He knows he's dead at this point. So salutes in chat for him for doing this for us. There's no way that the wonder would even be completed. Actually, the wonder might complete. I don't know. But I think the wonder needs to be up for 200 years, and that's a long time. That's why Relic victory is so much more possible, because you get the relics and then instant countdown. You don't have to build the relics, if that's a thing. But yeah, I wanted this show match today to give us good games and to entertain us. Palisade walls! What is that? H? Is he gonna say, hi, Mom? Wait. Ah? Ah. Got him. Ah. You didn't leave space for yourself. Help! Out. H-A-L-P. He's out of wood for palisades. Help. Gello. Meanwhile, Dark Noob is taking his good old time here. They're probably talking to each other. Actually, you know what's funny? It will be easier for Dark Noob to win with Relic victory still than it is for John Slow to win with Wonder victory. Because he could just snag these relics, and then we could actually have a relic countdown. And that would be faster than the Wonder victory countdown. Assuming he builds a monastery here. Do. Help with a giant palisade wall in front. Beautiful. Yeah, I guess Dark Noob's going to take the relics home, so he's not too worried, but there's still a chance. I just want to see the Wonder complete. That's all I want. And that's all John Slow wants. He knows he's not going to win. He just wants to complete that wonder. I don't even know what the Chinese wonder looks like. He's 3/4 of the way there. The monk was in there. It's funny. 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Is Dark Noob letting him do it? That's what it seems like. 85. This is very awkward New Year's. 87. 88. Nah, he'll get it. Unless Dark Noob wants to go in now. 94, 95. Help. First thing that came to mind was Halpert, because I watch The Office all the time. Oh no! Boom. Well, really? That is worth 1,000 wood, 1,000 stone, and 1,000 gold. I remember this one. This is not very impressive. I expected something big and tall. All right. Well, there's the countdown. It would be supersonic extra flex for Dark Noob to just wait till that's at 5 years. Gonzo would probably resign before then, but just wait. Just come back when this is down to 5 years, take it out, and send the message. But yeah, GG. Anyways, what a fun little series here. If you have the emotes, salute him, please. I sent a message to John Slow 2 days ago. I was like, hey, it's been far too long since we've had random Civ Arena games. It's really chill. We see some wacky strats. We see some all-in stuff. We see some eco stuff. Relic and Wonder Victory, apparently. And so it was somewhat last minute. But I figured that they would produce good games, and they did. We had some drama. We had some memes. We had some fun. But this was probably the best game of the whole series. Not that the other games weren't good. This was sick.
It's been a while. How's it going? I return from my eternal sleep to ask if we can't still see the chat while spectating in DE2 community games. Also, I saw the score of DE.
Gundrick has been gone for... Gundrick, it's been a while. I think he's been gone for about 6 months. And he came back to the community just now to ask if you can see chat while spectating community games. I'm sorry, Gundrick. The answer is no. We still cannot, but we complain about it more. And we're louder than ever about it. Help. Emote incoming. John Slow, hello. GG's. Congratulations on the $50. John Slow, this is awkward now that John Slow might be listening to me recap his loss, but if John Slow wanted to win that game, he needed to expand his eco here. I think he took out the castle at this point. If he goes 2 or 3 TCs right here and just chooses to stay in Castle Age, Dark Noob spends 1,000 food and 800 gold to go imp, and then has 1 TC. There's not much you can do on 1 TC eco versus 3 if you're an imp with no military. John Slow says Civ win. Yeah, totally. Definitely a Civ win. Had nothing to do with the economy, man. And this is what I want to push home so people... Dark Noob now says easiest games of my life in chat. Oh my god, I love these two. They're teammates, guys. They're teammates. But no, like the big thing is at this stage, John Slow probably needed to stay on 1 town center because he was already so far behind. He needed to get to imp, invest everything into military that he could. But this stage is where he could have made the better decision. But that was still an amazing set.
Lorena, I expected something big and tall.
I think that Dark Noob knows John Slow, though. And Dark Noob will know that John Slow does not tend to play heavy into eco. So he always felt like he had a chance when he was rebooming. So he could have just called it. He could have easily called the GG there, thinking, oh, I'm dead. But he continued to fight on. So that was a quality comeback. Oh, man. All right. Well, what now? That was about 3 hours. That's exactly what I